It's Blaize again, and I'm sorry for the quality of the webcam. I know the color is really, really off. Really bad. Hold on, let me lower my music. Okay, the color is really, really off, and the quality of this webcam really sucks, but it's all I really have to work with at the moment. This is another makeup video. It's not a makeup haul video, so, don't, run screaming. I got a couple of requests to share what my favorite makeup brands were, or just my makeup products, what I prefer, what I currently am wearing. And I also was asked, and if it wasn't this person, I probably wouldn't have done it because I'm a little shy to do that. I was asked to do a small tutorial on how to do eye makeup and how I do my eye makeup. So I did my eye on the smoky look on one of my eyes, and I left this one blank. So but since I love this person very much and she asked for me to show her, that was flattering, and I'll do my best. I've never done a makeup tutorial before, so fingers crossed that this doesn't come out really bad. I mean, it's either going to come out really bad or really good. So, I'm going to take a chance. So, I hate ads on Spotify. That's stupid ridiculous. And I'm wearing my Sweet Home Alabama shirt. I love this shirt. Anyway, okay, going on. What I'm wearing currently, and for cover-up, my favorite, and I mentioned this last time, my favorite brand is CoverGirl Clean Oil Control, and I get Classic Ivory because I'm, as you can see, very, very pale. It's got great consistency. It lasts very well. It helps a lot with oily skin. Like I said on my last video, a pet peeve of mine is having oil on your face or sweating, shiny face. I don't like it unless I'm putting body shimmer on and I want it to look glittery, but not oily. This is why I hate spring and summer, and I can't wait until September because that's when the cold air starts. Even though my birthday's next week and it's summer, I'm so not a summer child. Anyway, going back. So yes, I do recommend this. It's $7.99 for a lot. Well, not a lot, but a very good amount, and works very good. So if you have problem with oily skin or anything like that, and as I've called myself, and I know you're all out there, there are beauties on a budget who love makeup, who are makeup artists, but they can't really afford the more expensive brands. So, you get what you pay for, and you actually sometimes, like with this, you get really good stuff for what you pay for. I don't know if I mentioned this before because I have like short-term memory loss. Thank you, Colorado. But anyway, I'll be doing a few swatches, even though the color or the quality of this webcam isn't great. I'll do my best with what I can work with, like always. So that's for cover-up, that's the brand and what I like to use and what I'm currently wearing. Cover for concealer, I like using NYC's Cover Stick, and this is, I believe, it's just light. For the person who requested for me to do the eye makeup tutorial and asked about concealer for under the eyes, this is a great brand, and I think it's only $1.99. So, especially if you're just starting out, all you gotta do, put it under and blend it, with your fingers. So, very good. I'm also currently wearing that. In my possession at the moment, in what I'm wearing now for face powder is e.l.f.'s Flawless Face Powder. It's a pressed powder, but as I said, and it's, of course, it's ivory. And I know I said in my last video, I mentioned that I like to use my Mary Kay blending brush, or sorry, loose powder brush for this because I don't like using pads. I don't like it. I don't like the way it comes out, so I always brushes. I love brushes. I love makeup brushes. So, alright, there's that. I had shown this in my last video, and I'm sorry if you see like a lot of dust, but I have a few different eye shimmers and eyeshadows that kind of exploded in my makeup bags, and I need more makeup bags and bigger ones because I'm just like, it's just filling up as I go. But okay, so I mentioned last time that I had also purchased e.l.f.'s acne fighting gel. It's a stick, it's a roll-on stick, and I've been using it twice a day, every day, and the thing I like about it is that you roll it on, it doesn't drip or anything like that. It stays on very well, and it hasn't dried out my skin like a lot of the creams do. So I think this is actually working very well, and it's only $2, so it was definitely worth the $2. But, you know, we'll see in the long run. Okay, also, I purchased my first eyebrow kit a couple weeks ago, and I mentioned that from e.l.f. I used their light, and it comes with a gel and the powder. The mirror is kind of... And I'm wearing that on my eyebrows right now. With that, I also use my always nifty little Jordana dark brown cream pen type thing applier, just to put a little bit more color on and to get the shape right. Of course, my eyebrows are not perfect. They are not on point whatsoever. I'm still training myself. I practice at least twice a day, especially with my eyebrows, because I really want to get that perfected. But I like this. This was $3, and also it comes with a tiny brush, but I threw it out because I didn't like it. I like using, for this, I like using my Mary Kay lip color brush, actually, for that. I don't use this for lip color. I use this for that and a few other things, but yeah. I don't care what the purpose of the brush is. I use it for however I want it to be used. So, I look like a hot mess. Again, this was not rehearsed. This is pretty much just me talking to a camera, so, and hoping that people will watch. But I don't count on it. So anyway, moving on. My favorite palette, or let me get to that last, since that's what I'm going to be using on my eye. A couple of years ago, on my old YouTube channel, I did a bunch of War Paint Beauty videos, and War Paint Beauty was Hot Topic's brand before Blackheart Beauty bought it out. So I only learned about War Paint Beauty towards the last few months that they were having it, and they were having great sales online, you know, and that was the time where I was having major surgery and I couldn't go out to the malls and go to Hot Topic and actually purchase them there. So I had to order all of them offline. But I love War Paint Beauty. If you followed me on my old channel, you'll know that I'm not lying. I love War Paint Beauty. I currently have 5 of their lip glosses, which I will swatch. I don't really know why, because War Paint Beauty doesn't exist anymore. But I'm assuming that Blackheart Beauty has kind of a similar type of lip glosses that War Paint had, and I still use them. They're still very good. They're a little sticky. That's like the only complaint I have. I usually don't like sticky lip gloss, but other than that, the color comes out great. It's very pigmented. It's very well. So let me just swatch a few of these. This is the palest pink that I have. It's called Baby Doll. I really wish this camera was better. Alright, let me swatch this really quick, just to show you. There. Oh, hold on. It's a very pale pink. And usually I like to mix this with a little bit of a darker color, which I will show now, which is one of them I like to use. One of my favorite ones. as my best friend Josh called it, porn star pink, but it's not. It's brightest pink, and it's pretty much what it says it is. It's a really bright pink. So I'll swatch that, and usually I mixed the baby doll and brightest pink together. So that is brightest pink. It's next right there. It's really good. Like I said, their lip glosses are really good. The pigment is very good. They stay on very well. They're not very messy. Like I said, though, they're just a little too sticky. I mean, that's my only complaint about them, but I still love them. Let me get a wet ones and get this prepared to wash off my hands. This is such an entertaining video. Alright. Another one I like to use for when because I have phases, not phases, but I have days where I like to have really bright red lips. So I use like really, really dramatically red lipstick, and I'll also put on top of it Hot Mess. Oh, well, how appropriate. Hot Mess, which is a very bright red. See, this is why I need to clean myself. Okay, it's a very bright red lip gloss from Warpaint. Let me get this done. And I'll swatch this really quick. I'll do it on the other hand. Okay, there it is. It's very red. See, the color, they're very pigmented. Very good. The color comes out very nicely. This one is called Medium Rare, and it's a very dark, deep red that has a little tint of like going towards a little bit of a purplish, I guess, or a brown. I like using this when I'm in my darker moods. Swatch it a little bit for you there, and where the hell is it? My hand doesn't bend that way. Alright, it's darker than the camera is showing, because this webcam, you know, isn't the best for this kind of thing, but it's, like I said, it's all I have, so, whatever. What I'm currently using now, and what I've used the most, there's like barely any left, is Grimace, and it's purple, because I love purple, everything. Purple's one of my favorite colors, and I'm wearing that on top of my Jordana Twinkle? Yeah, Twinkle, which this you can actually still get. It's Jordana by Jordana. It's a shimmery purple, light pale purple. I'll swatch that for you. Where is it? There it is. That's what's on my lip right now. And for the gloss that's covering that, Jordana is one of my favorite cheaper brands too that you can get at the dollar store. At most dollar stores, and I guess at Walgreens I've seen them too. So maybe also at pharmacies, wherever you live, whatever. The Grimace lip gloss is right there, and it's purple. I love purple. I love purple. I love purple. Okay, so yeah, those are there. I also from Warpaint have, where the hell did the other one go? Way too much stuff and not enough space. Seems like one of those commercials. I have, okay, well, there's another one that's in black, but I have roll-on shimmers from Warpaint that I like to use as, and I blend it, and I don't usually use a brush to blend it, I just use my finger because it comes out very light. I've mentioned the white one that I use. This is more of a silver one. I'll swatch these two. I don't know what the color is because I've had these for a while and it's kind of smudged off. But those are the roll-on shimmers that I have. Eye shimmers. That's the, I really wish this camera would pick up color better. This one's the darker one, and that one's obviously the white one, which you can't see at all. But I like them. They're very, very, very good to blend in with. So on my face, which I don't do all of the time because I did mention I don't like having a shiny face, but when I do like Warpaint's Beauty WTF question mark body shimmer, and it comes with this brush on top, which I do not use. but it's called WTF question mark, as in what the fuck. Okay, so I have that on my face, so if my face seems like pinkish or shiny, it's because I put this on because I felt like doing something a little different. So I use that, but very rarely. Okay, moving on. The two lipsticks that I also mentioned last time that I had bought was from Wet n Wild, and they were Dollhouse Pink and Cherry Picking. And I'll do a quick swatch. I really, really do like the Dollhouse Pink, and I like the Cherry Picking too. They're very good. Very, like I said, they in my last video, they aren't matte, but they kind of come out and stay on as well as matte does. That is the Dollhouse Pink, and that is Cherry Picking. I'm listening to In This Moment. I don't know why I mentioned that. So anyway, if I want to go for a more natural look on my eyes, which, like if I'm going out and I have to be a little bit more serious and less dramatic with my makeup, and I have to look a little bit more professional, I use e.l.f.'s Flawless Eyeshadow Palette, which I love their eyeshadow palettes, but I use their Golden Goddess palette. That's what that looks like. The top is kind of just, they're all shimmery. The top is just kind of a light tan kind of one. The second one's a gold one. The third one is kind of a pinkish gold one. And the last one's like a dark brown. So that's the Golden Goddess palette from e.l.f. that I use for the more natural looking stuff. So for natural looking eye, very good. And this is $2. So it's, you know, you really can't beat that price. I have to get, and I have to find it because I haven't seen it around. But what brand was this? Oh, because it's so, I've used so much of it that, okay, this was either Rimmel. Yeah, this was Rimmel. It's called Scandalize, and it's called Blackmail. It's a jumbo black liner pen, or pencil, excuse me. I absolutely, this is like one of my favorite things I have ever owned, and like I said, you can see how small it is because I've used it so much, and I really need to find, since I moved to Colorado, I need to find where that is again, because I need to get more of it. Color comes out great. It's waterproof, you know, so if you're crying and emo like me, no, not emo, but I do cry a lot. It's okay to cry a lot. Anyway, it's very good. It stays on. It's pretty good when it comes to smudging. It doesn't really do that much. So anyway, for that kind of thing. And if you don't want to use it just as liner, you can use it as shadow too, which I have done several times in the past. The thing is, you only kind of want to use it a little bit right here and not go all the way into your crease, because it gets kind of clumpy. You know what I mean? I don't know. As I've said before, and I will say it a million times, I am not a makeup professional. I've been applying makeup since I pretty much learned how to talk. But I am an artist, but I am not, I wouldn't call myself a makeup artist. I'm an artist in general, but I've never gone to school or anything like that for makeup. All I do is practice and practice and practice and practice, and educate myself more, and I self-teach. So these are, you know, so if you're watching this, just know that this is not me being a professional. Obviously, this is not a professional video whatsoever. What else? Okay, let me leave that for when I do the applying the eye makeup tutorial. Okay. I also like, not just for my eyes, but I use for my lips too. I like to break the rules when it comes to makeup. Is NYX's Purple Velvet Jumbo Eye Pencil, and it's also purple and shimmery. which I'll swatch a little here. A lot of it's very, very, I love the consistency. It's like a cream. It's very creamy, and dark, and it comes out very well. Sorry, my laptop went to screensaver. Okay, it's not my laptop, it's my sister's that I borrowed because my laptop broke. Because that's just the luck I have. So, yeah. So NYX's Jumbo Eye Pencils I really like, and this is purple / velvet. And I also use it on my lips when I want to go dramatic like I do. Everything about me is dramatic. I'm just a dramatic person. Also, for after I apply the face powder that I use, I also use as I'm an award-winning poet. Keep that in mind. Not just once, 9 times. Okay, from Wet n Wild Fergie, I like the matte face powder, which it also comes with, you know, a little pad to do that with. But like I said, you know what? I'm throwing this away. I don't like the pads. I like to use the brushes. I use the same loose powder brush as I do with the other one. So this was $4.99, and it's good. It's a good product. I don't think I have to say what the other prices were on the other ones. I think I pretty much cleared that in my last video. Okay, so we're getting down to the part. Oh, okay. For primer, I also have ADD, majorly. So for primer, I like e.l.f.'s Eye Primer and Liner Sealer. Sorry. I usually don't use the liner sealer. I don't like it that much, but the primer I definitely do love, just to put on the eye before you put the shadow on. I got it in natural color because it was the lightest they had, and I'll be using this in a second to do my little unprofessional and probably gonna mess up horribly makeup tutorial. If I didn't love her, I wouldn't be doing it. So yeah, this was $2, I believe. If it may have been $3, but I believe it was $2, and they still, you know, so at Target. So I'm lucky that we have a Target like down the street. So every time we go there, makeup aisle, first place I go, makeup aisle. So I'll be using this in a second. Let me put that over there so I know that. Alright, I guess the part of the video which I'm so scared of because because I'm just I don't know how I'm going to apply this without using a mirror. I have my mirror. How am I going to do this? But I will do my best. Right now I have on my eyes, I have e.l.f.'s Flawless Eyeshadow Palette, Smoky Palette. And the colors I'm going to be using are the crease and black, well, the dark gray and the black. That's what I have on now. I'm also going to be using, I know I mentioned my little favorite glitter little things from Wet n Wild that are 94 cents, and I picked up a few of them, and I got to pick up more because I love them. The white one is called Bleach. They're all cream based, and they come out very nicely. This one's gold, and it's called Brass. The one I'm going to be using on my eye for the tutorial is the one I use the most, silver, and it's called Spiked. Very good product. Okay. Also for the eye, I'm going to be using one of my best friends, my black e.l.f. cream eyeliner. I love this stuff so much. I'm going to be using that for the top part. I don't know which. Okay, yeah, that one's got the makeup on it still. Okay. And for under the eyes, for pencils, because the person that I'm making this for usually uses pencils and is not really familiar with creams or liquids or anything like that. My e.l.f. glitter black pencil. Just, yeah. Alright, Also, to apply the glitter, I'm going to be using just sponge tip applicators from Studio Basics. It doesn't really matter what brand you get. Sponge tips or sponge tips. So that's just to apply the glitter, because all you got to do is tap a little on and it'll come out really nice. Okay, I've got several brushes I'm going to be using, and I'll go through that. Actually, I don't need to use these two, so these two go here. Alright, let me see. This is the way my eye makeup looks at the moment. And I put it on this eye, but then I got a last minute request to do a tutorial on it, so I took off all the eye makeup I had, except I think under my eye. But whatever. So let me do this quick and painless as possible. I sound like a doctor. Okay. First, what I'm going to do is apply the eye primer to my whole entire lid until a little bit above my lid, wherever I'm going to be wanting to use the powder. Okay, so it's all covered, so the shadow stays on longer and doesn't smudge or anything. Now I'm going to be using the palette, and I'm going to be using the blending brush I use for like the base. I like the way this is my Mary Kay brush, my blending brush, but I like to use it for the base. So I'm going to use the dark gray. Get that all over there. And just apply it everywhere where you applied the primer. And this one has a little bit of glittery shimmer to it as well. It's got, I can see, the more I use, there's glitter in it, but it's more shimmery than it is glittery. I like it a lot. I love glitter, like I said, just not on my vampires. Stupid gay shit. Not Elf. Twilight. Okay. Let me just check and make sure that, yeah, that's coming out alright. So, alright, now I've applied that to everything, and I stopped at the crease. Right there. That's where I stopped. Okay? Oh, why'd I close this? Just need a different brush. Boop. For the black that I'm going to be using to do the outsides and blend in, I'm going to be using my defining eye brush from Elf. And the black on this palette comes out very well, so you don't need a lot. Just do that. And you just want to go from a little bit inside the eye to going out. I have no idea if I'm doing this right, because this is just really bad quality. I've never really applied makeup to a webcam before. But this is pretty much just what you do. You don't want to go, you want to go almost to the middle of your eyelid, but not quite. And you just kind of want to, it depends on how dramatic you want it, just kind of want to blend it in with the base that you used, you know, and go a little bit outside like that. Did I do that right? Yeah. Oh wow, this is actually coming out a lot better than I thought it would. Okay. So next I'm going to be applying the spiked silver glitter with one of my little sponge tip applicators, and this is cream based. All I'm going to do here is just take a little bit and just tap it around the base. I don't, you know, if you want to do it a little bit more on the outside as well, you can, but I just kind of like the glitter on the inside, on the base, not so much on the outside where I applied the black. You just kind of want to dab it on your eyes just a little bit. Smudge it in a little bit. Blend that shit. So this is actually coming out a lot better than I thought it would. So this was like a hit or miss thing. Please don't let me get this jinxed myself. Okay. Not last, but next, I'm going to use my best friend, my Elf's cream eyeliner, black liner brush, but I'm going to only use this for the line on top of my on my lid, not underneath. And I'm using my Mary Kay lip color brush, but I don't use it like that. And I'm going to go from the outside and just make one straight line going inside. And just kind of go back and forth a little bit. Simple as that. Excuse me, hiccup. So anyway, that's probably the easiest thing to do. Coming out really good. So proud of myself. Give myself a pat on the back. Okay, now lastly, because like I said, some people prefer the eye pencils. I'm using e.l.f.'s. This was a whole new world, like as in Aladdin and Jasmine. I got a pack of 6 of them, and one of them was black, and this is one that I really like a lot. It stays on very well, and it's a little glittery. And to put it on under the eye, I don't like going inside the eye, because the woman who asked me to do this little tutorial, and myself, and I know a lot of other girls out there, have very sensitive eyes, and so when you go on the inside, sometimes it'll water your eyes or make your eyes puffy or itchy or hurt. So I prefer not to do so much inside the eye, as in just doing a little line, starting just very close to being inside, but just a little bit, like that. Very simple to do. You want to get as close as the inside of your eye as possible, but just don't touch the inside unless that's what you like to do. But preferably for me, I don't. I really, really wish I had done my hair before this, but you know, take risks. So, YOLO. I hate that stupid phrase. Okay. I think that's pretty much it for what I did with my eyes. I did use a little bit on this eye. I did use a little bit of the grayish kind of roll-on shimmer from War Paint. So what I do with that to blend, all I do is put a little bit on and just use my finger. I don't even bother using a brush. So I know she wanted me to do a tutorial on blending and stuff like that, but I hope I did okay. You know, I mean, it came out good, but like I said, far from being professional, and the webcam is not professional or anything like that. I'm not a professional at making videos, whatnot. I just kind of like making videos. So, I guess that's it. I guess that's all it. So, if you have any questions or comments, unless they are rude and nasty, and for all you people who are going to make fun of me, that's for you. But any other questions or comments, please leave them below. Again, not a professional, so if you try anything that I have done or anything like that and you don't like it, don't come complaining to me. These are my personal opinions and what I do personally to apply makeup myself. And I guess that's all I have to say. And if you like heavy metal and stuff like that, listen to In This Moment, because they're really great. I love Maria Brink. I could be a whore. Okay. My mother's gonna love watching this video. Okay. I also do my own hair. These are obviously not part of my hair. They are obviously clip-ins, but I actually kind of almost made them, sort of. But I do hair. I've been doing my hair since I was 11 years old. Again, I'm not a professional at hair, but I like to pretend I am, and people, you know, in my family always think that I am, but I'm not. They also think I'm a professional when it comes to makeup, which is like far from true. But anyway, so maybe I'll do another hair tutorial or hair opinion video soon. I haven't done one since my old video. Why does it look like I have a spot? Oh, it's just my cleavage. Okay, always getting in the way. So, questions, comments, leave them below. If you're rude, screw you. And until next time, mwah, stay beautiful, on a budget, and stay wicked.